Maybe this will help people with a smaller channel. Maybe this will help people with another aspect of their lives that's afraid to get started in whatever area to get started, because your journey is very unique to you. Hey everybody, so today I wanted to talk to you guys about a topic that I'm actually very excited to talk about. I noticed that a lot of people were covering how YouTube changed their life, how content creation, changed their life. I'm doing my video with less than 100 subscribers, okay? And at first I was like, Janae, nobody's gonna click on your video. You don't even have, the amount of subscribers that these people have. But I'm like, maybe this will help people with a smaller channel. Maybe this will help people with another aspect of their lives that's afraid to get started in whatever area to get started, because your journey is very unique to you. YouTube was the place where I felt like I could build a community based off of my own values, what I wanted to share, what I wanted to talk about. And it was less of a popularity contest, and I could do long form and I didn't have to worry about attention span or editing or high retention and how to grab people's attention. I felt like it was a channel where words carry more than visuals. Although I'm hearing and reading and seeing a lot about high retention videos and, scripts and hooks and stuff like that. But I was like, you know what? I've also watched a lot of videos where people are just being themselves and they have these 20-30 minute videos and they're talking to people about the topics that matter to them, about, motivation, creativity, art, I don't know, whatever the case is, but they're talking about it in a way that's authentic to them. So when I seen that, it clicked to me like, okay, this is the platform for me, because I can be authentic. I don't have to be something I'm not. And I could build a community with like-minded people who want to talk about the purpose behind why I started my channel, which was well-being, life, experiences, and getting it together like once and for all. I don't want to create a channel that's not authentic to me, because as it grows, I feel like it wouldn't be sustainable if I created something that didn't really resonate with me and didn't really resonate with the people that I was hoping to connect with. Another thing about YouTube was like, I was just really excited and fascinated with the idea that I could have my own channel. When you think of channel, you think of like HBO, Stars, things like that. But I'm like, with YouTube, you can just go for free as long as you have an email address and, the basic qualifications to start your own channel. And on your own channel, you can talk about whatever you want. Like, that's unmatched. I could have my very own channel where it's not just about me, but it's about us, if that makes sense. And I could just share my personal experiences and someone out there might relate or connect to it. And I was like, that's fire. And it's mine, like, for free. So I was like, why not? Like, I felt like, what was the harm? If it doesn't grow, it doesn't grow. But I felt like if I put the work into it and I was genuine about my message, I felt like I was going to find the people. YouTube also for me was a creativity outlet. I'm into like writing and film in that sense, but I'd never really gotten to do the technical stuff and be behind the camera and stuff because I was always camera shy. So I never felt like there was a reason. I've always known that I wanted to write the films and the shows and things that I see people in, but I never really understood how a camera could really, pertain to me in my everyday life until I started just watching more and more YouTube and seeing people vlogging. I was like, these people are really vlogging like their trip to the coffee shop and stuff. And why? But you watch it and it's good and it's addictive and they talk to you about different things that are going on in their lives. And I don't know, it's not for everybody, but I like it. It became a creativity outlet for me because I was like, I can make my own channel and I can make things look the way that I want. In Jersey, I found a lane for myself and I was shooting in front of the bookcase and I got my lighting and everything was going. Like, I have my microphone. And then I got to Georgia and I was like, I don't really know what to do with the apartment. Not because of the apartment, but because I lacked like different items and things that I was used to, like kind of like props, because film is all about what you make it. Like, you want your visuals to look a certain way, you'll have to play around with like your settings and your lights and stuff. And I was like, you know what, Janae, you started this for a creativity outlet, so be creative, figure it out. So I started moving some stuff, some furniture around and just playing with the lights in different areas and just going for a vibe. And with this being my creativity outlet, I could practice fast-paced editing. I could try different things with music, color, the lighting. Like, there's times when I shoot with 3 lights, there's times when I shoot with 2, there's times when I've only shot with 1 light, and I get to upload the footage and see how it looks and play around with it. So if you're somebody that is big on film, I think this is a good platform for you because you don't have to wait for some director or DP or a production assistant, whoever the case is, to pick you for a project because you're making your own. This is like a visual representation or resume or portfolio of what you can do as well. There's collaborations and other people that they get to partner with. So I was like, I'm not trying to miss out on that either. This is my outlet. I get to have fun. I get to utilize my writing skills because I'm taking basically my blogs and things that I would have had only in written form, and I'm combining it with visuals, and that's really all it is. I'm like, the things that matter to me, the things that are on my heart, my personal experiences, the things that I want to kind of share with other people in the world and get out there, I could put all into the screen. And now I'm taking that writing plus the writing and the production and the editing, and I'm making things the way that I want. And I was like, that's fire too, like, because I have control over it. I don't have to wait for anybody to come do the lights or set up or cancel on me or nothing. This is mine, and I get to be as creative with it as I want. YouTube has definitely helped my presentation skills. Like when I first started presenting, I was concussed. I don't know if that's a word, but I had a concussion. And I was so excited to get the camera, I couldn't wait. I was pumping out videos, come to find out I was doing it wrong. So after those 3 to 4 videos, rewind. First and foremost, I started with my phone. I made about 3 or 4 videos, and I was like, I love cameras too much to not invest in this. I want to get a camera. So I saved up, I got the camera. I filmed about 1 or 2 videos on the camera, and then I had my little concussion episode. So with all the lights in your face that are necessary to do your YouTube channel and stuff like that, that as well as just, you know, the headaches and stuff that come from being concussed, my presentation skills were just suffering, right? 1, I was already shy. And then 2, the concussion didn't help. And then on top of the concussion, I think I broke or lost my glasses in the process, so I couldn't see. So a lot of the videos, I'm looking into what I think is the camera, and I'm trying to talk to you. And if you guys go back and watch the video, like, is she on something? But I wasn't on nothing. I was concussed. And so my eyes and some of the videos are like rolling around like that. And I have these bad headaches as I'm sitting in front of lights, and I'm still trying to get the content out, right? When I probably should have just sat down and got some rest, but I was bad. Like, I didn't have scripts. I was trying to go off with a dome. I would be reading, and I would just be trying to read, you know, my actual notebook on the side of me. And I had the nerves to have warnings in the videos. Like, I'm sorry guys, I'll be looking off the screen to read. And I was really reading. And I was like, damn, how do these people do it? And I realized that some people have teleprompters. I realized that some people rehearse. I realized that some people are just writing down topic points. And I was like, that's what I should do, because I was writing the scripts out verbatim, and I wanted to read them verbatim because I'm the type of person that if I don't have a guideline, I'm just going to go off the rails. And, you know, you'd be like, I thought this video was about getting in the gym, and now we're talking about going to the grocery store. Why? So I learned to find a process that worked for me. I learned to look into the lens and not the viewfinder, because I was always looking over here, and then I was looking here and here, and then I still do it occasionally, some videos out of a bad habit, but now I'm just like, look over here, and I'm smiling more and I'm more relaxed. At first I was like literally like gulping. I was like, ooh. Before I start the video, I would have to have water on the side of me because my mouth was always getting dry. I have a lot of bloopers of me stopping to get water, and my voice is like, like it's just cracking in the middle of the, you know, the filming. But now I'm just like, listen, y'all my friends. I think I'm up to 74 subscribers. I've been up in the past 28 days. You're probably like, that's not a lot, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy. Like, I remember when I had 40, when I had 30, and every 10, every 5, every 1 person that's watching is a big win to me. So I'm like, I'm going to give you guys what I got. I'm just talking to you guys, right? This is life. This is my life experience. There's no gimmick. There's nothing to hide or lie about. So why not be confident? I want to motivate and inspire people and to move in the right direction with your life. And with that being said, there's nothing to be afraid of. So I started just loosening up on camera and just keeping it all the way real with y'all. Like, this is me. This is the me that's comfortable. All the voice cracks, all of that. I'd prefer to be quiet and just like observe things. So when I had to do this and I started talking, it was like Peter Piper picked the pepper. it would take me a lot of takes just to get a simple 5 to 7 minute video done. So YouTube has definitely helped me with my presentation skills and not worrying about judgment or what people say or care. They're like, what the hell Janae thinks she doing on this channel? Well, Janae is out here making things happen, okay? You feel me? So I'm just gonna be me. That's all I know how to do. I feel like it keeps me on my toes. It keeps me fresh with knowing how my camera stuff works, my exposure, just making sure my gear is prepped, because a lot of times I set up everything. I'm going to film, I'm locked in, I sit in the chair, the camera die, the SD card is full. So it's kept me from making those rookie mistakes. Like, okay, I know I got to do this. I know I got to format this card. I know that I need to charge all my batteries the night before filming. So that's one of the things that I'm enjoying, that it keeps me fresh. It keeps me on my toes. Some of the things that was, you know, something to get used to with YouTube is analytics, SEO keywords, impressions, thumbnails. At first I was like, I'm just gonna let the audience buy me, you know, me, Janae. My biggest flaw was not sitting down to understand the analytics, not taking the time to understand how important the analytics was, because as my audience was growing in the beginning, and I believe, you know, and I could be in denial, that it was growing pretty fast, because when I first was posting shorts, I was getting like 200 to almost 300 views. When I first was posting my videos, they were at least hitting around 50 minimum, 30, 40, let's not lie, around 30 minimum off the rip. And then I went on my hiatuses and I wasn't consistent, and I feel like it took a dive. Like when I started making shorts after that, YouTube was like, all right, we'll get you like 20, 30 views. So I wasn't really taking the time to look at my analytics during that time to see like, okay, what topics are sticking out the most to my audience. It doesn't need to be a big audience, but I should have been looking more at what people like and kind of fine tuning, not catering, but fine tuning. Another thing that I'm still trying to wrap my head around is niche. People are saying to niche down, right? If you're very specific about what you want to talk about, you can grow your channel faster. And I do believe that this is true. And another thing that people are saying is that if you're talking to everybody, then you're talking to nobody. And that scared me, because I was like, I don't want to talk about the same topic over and over again. So let's say I have a really good video about motivation versus habits, right? And it was one of my highest performing videos back at the time. And I was like, I wouldn't be able to keep talking about this topic over and over though, because I'd be beating a dead horse. Now, if I'm making videos about food one day and then kids and then going to the library the third day and then writing, I feel like the YouTube algorithm is working harder to find your audience as well as your audience yourself. You might make a really good video about the vegan recipes one day, and you know, you're getting mad views on your shorts or your videos, and then you post the next day about taking your kids to school and people like, yo, we don't, you know, we want to watch the vegan stuff. So I feel like it throws the audience off a bit, and I feel like I've experienced that personally, because people are like, okay, well, you were talking about motivation versus habits, and then you're talking about doing your hair, and it's like, what does that have to do with anything? So I always try to make my topic broad. Yes, there are videos of me doing my hair, but in the video, I'm doing a voiceover about change, because my hair played a major part in that. For years, it was like, don't cut your hair is so long, so thick, so beautiful. But my hair was tore up. Like, I was looking like Jeepers Creepers, I was looking like a spider and everything else, and it seems like everybody, I ain't gonna say everybody, but it seemed like a lot of people were fine with it. So the video is not just about me doing my hair. Yes, I'm doing my hair in the video, but the video is about change. The video is about my plans for the new year. The video is about being excited about change and getting into the right relationship with change, because change is always going to happen. It can be scary, but in the video I'm talking about adjusting to these changes and how I coped with it in the hopes to help you. So I don't only talk about motivation, it's life. Like I said, well-being and life. That brings me into the next topic. So doing that will allow you to gain a more organic reach than to trap yourself into talking about one thing just because it's doing good view-wise. And that's not to say that that's why people do it. Some people talk about the same thing because they're genuinely passionate about that topic to where they could keep talking about it, you know. But for me, it would be like beating a dead horse. There's only but so many ways for me personally that I can teach you about the same topic or talk to you about the same thing before I myself am going to get bored of it, and it's not going to be sustainable for me, and no sustainability equals no posting videos. So I don't want that for me. So that's been one of the complicated things for me, is that I don't have a particular niche. I don't know what the niche is. I don't know what category to put my videos in, but I'm like, somebody out there is listening. They're going to like it for me, and they're going to like the message, and they're going to be like, I'm going to subscribe. I don't know where this lady's going with her topics today, but she's talking about something related to life, and therefore I can benefit from this content. Overthinking was the productivity killer for me. So I was stuck in the beginning phases when I first started my YouTube video, like, okay, how do I start the video? What should I start talking about? What do I need? And I was like, you know what? I have a phone, I have lights. That's it, action. Okay, so I got started with that. Then once I started, I was like, well, what should I post about? What do people want to read about? So I watched 10 to 15 videos about how to make YouTube scripts. Then I watched 10 to 15 videos about how people make their YouTube videos look, like how my vlog setup looks and stuff like that. And just wasted so much time looking back into things that didn't matter. What mattered the most is that, first and foremost, I don't really exist to a lot of people. I'm in a very small, avenue of my own world. So why think so much about the how-tos or the whys or what should I do if I'm not posting enough to know? Your audience is going to be your compass. When you start posting your audience, your analytics is going to be that guide to if people like your video, if people like your lighting, if people like your setup. And there's honestly people out there with some pretty bad production that are racking up views and getting monetized and building an audience because they're not waiting for all that stuff. So I definitely spent too much time overthinking, but once I got started the way that I did it, that was like, okay, start the YouTube channel, do the branding and the information and the banners and all that stuff. That was week 1, right? Week 2 was posting the videos. Okay, so just posting, setting a schedule to post the videos one Sunday, following Sunday, so forth. Then as I did those things, then it became, okay, these thumbnails aren't working. This thumbnail was cheesy. This one didn't work. And that was a learning process. But never, ever, ever again have I, with any future endeavor, just from what I've learned off of YouTube, spent that much time in analysis paralysis mode, the thinking phase. You can think and do. So you're not sure how you should post your videos. That's fine. That's different. You don't know how to upload. Those are technical things. Watch you a video, but have that computer ready, locked and loaded at the same time. So while I was watching that video about uploading the video, I was uploading the video. I'm not going to watch a full 15-minute tutorial about how to upload a video and then go sit there and wait 3 more weeks sitting on the couch thinking about my life and what I should film. No, I had the video ready to go and I uploaded the video as I followed the steps. So I don't plan to get back into overthinking. I can get lost in overthinking because I want to do things right and I could be a perfectionist, but a lot of stuff I've done now is not perfect. It's getting posted anyway because it's content and it's my efforts from where I am and where I want to be. And there's a gap right now, but the repetition and all that stuff is going to help me, so I stop overthinking and I start doing. One of the other flaws of YouTube is consistency. I hinted on it a little earlier. If you're not consistent, YouTube is not going to push you. Your audience is not going to care about you. And that's where I went wrong. When I had people's engagement and I was getting the subscribers organically and I wasn't, having to do all this crazy stuff, I felt like I fell off a lot. I went months where I was dropping content every week. Like, it was a point in time when I had content scheduled for 2 months straight. Because the way my life worked, I didn't have the time to keep filming and editing in the same week. So I'm filming all my videos, I'm writing out all my topics, then I'm doing all my editing, and it was working for me. And then once I got behind, like I got left behind. There was like 3 to 4 months, no video, then drop 1. 3 to 4 months, no video, then drop 3. Then thinking I'm doing something, like, okay, I'm back. 3 videos dropping this month, then don't drop none for another 3 to 4 months. And that ain't the way anything works. It's not just YouTube. Consistency is going to carry you a long way with anywhere in your life. If you're trying to go to the gym and work out, you're trying to start losing weight, you could lift all the weights you want in that first week, but you fall off for another 3 weeks. You're not building the muscle. If you're writing, you're trying to improve your writing, you write for 3 to 4 months and then you don't write again for another year. You're losing that skill. You're not improving that creative muscle. And so the same thing goes with YouTube. So I'm not really mad that I haven't reached 100 subscribers yet, or 1,000 like I thought I was in my first 2 months. That was my goal. But I do know now that people like consistency. If I have 1 to 2 to 3 people that enjoy my videos, but you see me every 4 to 5 months, there's so many different videos and content and shorts and reels and things, attention grabbing things that's being pushed to people all the time. Why are people going to stop and remember Janae that posted a video 3 months ago and come all the way back to the Venting Bear and try to find me? Why? And especially if I'm not giving you a reason to find me. So I've learned from YouTube that consistency is very important, and I'm applying that consistency to other things. Is it perfect? No. It's a going process for sure. I learned the hard way. Thank you, YouTube. I know you're trying to teach me a lesson, because I saw them impressions went down. I saw how y'all was pushing me in the beginning, and now y'all like, yeah. And that's fine. That's, I could take accountability. I want to grow. So I know where I went wrong. Once you know better, you do better. If I want to be taken serious, I need to do serious things. And so that was my journey with YouTube and how it changed my life with less than 100 subscribers. It took me from being a person who was very camera shy and very, just very, what's the word? Like, I just had so much to say that I wanted to share with people about getting our lives together and finances and well-being and mental health and discipline. And I was like, how do I share it? And so YouTube's changed my life, because the few comments that I get, the few subscribers that I get that can appreciate the message is all that really matters to me. And me building my presentation skills is what matters to me, because in the long run, I want to do motivational speaking and talk to kids in my community and other adults in my community, and hopefully be able to give back to the community. And I feel like this is an invaluable skill that I really can't trade. And I appreciate you guys checking on my video about why and how YouTube changed my life. So I'll see you guys next time, and we'll probably be talking about some more stuff about getting our lives together, because it's 2024 and we don't want 2024 to be like 2023 and 2022. Definitely not 2020, 2021. We want to grow. So please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later.